So their wealth, everything there is created by wars. It's not like China.
Welcome back to the Rubasha Family Podcast. We're here for another special episode between father and son. And as we talk about African names and African identity, we have a quick episode today to talk about how this needs to change.
Hi guys, thank you. And I'm Ndizeye Rubasha and the voice of African identity. So when I say the voice of African identity is just to be the awareness to my brothers and sisters that our name, African names are really important. So we have to claim back our African names. Yeah. So when you lost identity, we lost everything. So that is why you can see we are still struggles, and everything we do is just we lost our identity.
We were talking about a little bit about politics today. Libya, the country of Libya, and the leader they had, Gaddafi. Can we talk a little bit about that and how that also plays into identity?
Yes, like see, Libya, it was attacked because it was doing good. It was only a country in Africa. It was doing much better than anywhere else. And it was attacked, it been destroyed, and people seize it, and people think, so that's okay. See, no one sees that was worst thing ever to be Western country does. We will never have peace in Africa until this Western country, they say, no, let's we stop it. We can't continue to do that. And they did that. They destroy a country which had a system. And they say somebody is a dictatorship, somebody is evil. It's evil because he's looking after his own people. Of course, he could have other issues he doesn't have. Most countries they have. But the country has anything people had before. It was peaceful. People had school, they were there. The system was there. The country was one. Even one political party could be one president for long, but people live in peace for a long time. But now it's been destroyed now. It's divided. So that is the mentality of white people is still in their mind to divide nations. That is what happened. And we see it, and always we have to blame one side until we know who is the evil, who caused the evil.
But we can't blame them because the accountability has to come to us.
No, but they do it force. If they
But of course they're going to try.
If they stop it, there will be no issue in the world. If they stop it to interfere in people's life, the country will be much better. There is no one should give them a guarantee. You go to there, they have a problem there. Of course, they don't go like Libya. They went there openly. They attack Libya openly.
Attack how? Through media?
No, bombing. They're attacking.
But who did?
American and France and all Western countries, British.
I thought they attacked them with their people, not.
No. They bomb it. They attack Libya until they kill Gaddafi. Of course, their own people, they arms them. Where they get good arms.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. What I'm asking is...
Yeah, if you arm local people, what does it mean?
But how comes that doesn't happen in China, in Dubai, in other countries?
Because they don't allow that interference.
Who doesn't allow it?
The government.
Of
China. Even those these other Asian countries.
They don't allow it?
Yes, because in Africa, they have been continuing to be open that, keep doing that. See, they attack Iran. It's the same they do it. So why they did attack Iran? They attack Iraq. So why they open? They say, okay, we can do that for ourselves, but it's destroying. I think the system to destroy is
Wait,
there.
So they just go and attack Iran, and why? Because they say those ones they're trying to attack them.
Yes.
What do they want from those countries they're attacking?
Oil. They want oil. They want power. They want to divide. So, and that is the power of to destroy. So when you destroy, there's nothing else you can do. The war is just destroying. There is no war which wins. And they know why they cause the war. You cause the war to destruction. No one wins a war when you kill your own people. Of course, you can say, oh, I win, but your people already died. You know?
But if it's another country, my thing is so they start the war or they'll start to destruct a country because they want to
control the minerals and the oil. So when they win the war, so their company, they can able to use their oil, or if the gold, whatever they want, they can use it. The war is commercial. The war is a business. So the war is not about anything to do with peace or somebody's doing bad. No, the war is, again, it's the mind. Especially Africa, that's why, like there's another coup happening in African country now.
Which one?
There's Benin, and there was another one, I can't remember the name, but the coups keep coming. Why? You know?
So a coup is when they come in to take over the president.
The president. So the most army in Africa, they don't fight for their country. So most army, the time where there's anything there, they attack their own people.
Their own country. Oh my goodness. So because you're saying a coup, how's coup still happening now? So the army, you see, because for example, let's say the American army, you know, the marketing, it's they're defending against if something happens from outside, or if they go to attack, they go and attack on the outside. You know, or the China, but
they protect the country. They can attack other countries.
They attack other countries, but
so they don't attack their own government. So, but in Africa, is the only way the army attack their own government. So, and then they cause division now. So somebody will be rebel, another will be rebel, and they can't be divided. So most countries in Africa, the one who have been in trouble. So it's their own people who attack another people. But again, there is a force behind every coup in Africa. So every coup doesn't come like that. That's the things you have to learn. All these coups we see our own people, we do things, but there are people, those Western countries, they're behind it. France, most of the time, it does. It goes behind for those forces.
Yeah, France,
yes.
they also
create rebels to go to distract the government. So if the government say, no, we don't give any, for example, the president, you say, I will never give any business French company. They go to do a coup. They say, oh, you're not good. But people think it's him. And what they do, they go to the army. They give them money, the military come, they take you out.
But then it comes back to what we're talking about here is if we know ourselves, we will never go and attack our own people.
Yes. If you know you are military.
If you know yourselves, even the military, they can come with you money.
Yes.
There's nothing that they can do.
You've been there to protect the people. So by now they are thinking, oh, the government is doing this. Now they took the coup and they do the same things because it's somebody who using you to do the coup.
And it's very easy if they're the ones who colonized you. You have their names. Maybe you identify as their also religion potentially, whether that's the UAE coming to Muslims or the French or the English coming in. Like this is why this is so important, because this should not be happening. How are we attacking our own countries? You don't go see this in China. You don't go see this anywhere else. And I don't want to use it to compare people, but yes, like we are a strong continent. Even there's a one president of that country. He's a military guy. I forgot which country he's from, and he's someone who's Traore or something.
Yeah, Traore.
Yeah,
but maybe that one is doing good. It's from Burkina Faso.
And he's working with the Russians. So now he's I think the French tried to come and then they're still trying to attack him, I believe, or but he's doing well to.
Yeah, so that is why only way they go to be peace is this Western country. They say no. Let's we give these people freedom. We stop or attack them. We use our business in nice way, in a proper way. You know, we don't need to continue to be like that. Those corporate companies, they don't care. They don't care about Africa. They say they're happy if we could die, become less population. So sometimes also that's what they don't care if we die or no. And also because Africans, there are many, they are struggling. So when you struggle, and it's better to be in a military, you have to have something there, you know.
And they don't even like manufacturing and giving us jobs. Like, for example, you could even see them coming, like T-Mobile. They operate in Kenya. They can come and work, but it's not in the same capacity like the way it's with the Chinese. Even if they come in, they'll exploit us with the tax. Still come in and have their big companies working there. They'll still find a way to exploit.
Yes.
Even though they'll give us jobs.
So like normal sense thing normally happens. So like those countries like Congo, they have raw material, are huge. So normally they should bring, like Chinese come or America, bring maybe factories to make maybe the raw material before they export it. But they do, and that could be some things make sense normally, and other places that it is, because to transport all the dust, everything there, it's heavy. Because even if they do that, they can create job for that community.
Marketing is all about storytelling. Dad, when we first started this business, what did you say to me?
I said, yes, we do a podcast.
Why?
Because I want to tell our story.
Why?
Because I know the story builds a legacy.
Builds a legacy. And that is exactly what we do here at ETS Rubasha Media. We market your story on social media so you could build a legacy for those who come after you, to build your business and your personal brand.
Yeah, follow us on our platform. Go on our website, etsrubashamedia.com.
This is about legacy, and it is about showing up on social media every single day, because if you don't show up, your competition will.
But they don't do that. They dig, they go. They don't care about environment. They don't care anything there. Because normally the place they should be go, it's the community. They build a factory there where they could process the product there. They make a city livable. That could make sense. But even our government or people, our leaders, they don't see it. So when they negotiate, they can't negotiate that. They can't say, bring work people here. No one's there. You see that, like things make chocolate, cocoa. It's planted in Western countries, many African countries. But maybe they go to start doing it. But they just export everything. You see? So no one knows chocolate. It comes from Africa. But they think it's European product. But that is African product. You know? But
Even coffee?
Yeah, even coffee. So all those things, they know what they can do. But those companies, they can facilitate to do that. Yeah, if they want to make sure, let's rebuild other nations, they know they can do that. America, they can say, okay, instead they go to peace deal, they sign peace deal. But even up to now, they don't know to build the factory in those countries go to benefit the people. They don't do that. What they do, they more aids, they more free man, they more giving them money. Why? So what education we have is for? So always they feel, America will give these people 100 million, 200 million. Why don't create the jobs
create
there.
the jobs. They'd rather,
because that money you don't thinking
they'd
there.
rather look like, oh, we're helping them, and they can just, why don't we build a fact that 200 million you're using for aid, build factories, and you'll even make more money out of that money because
Yes,
you
because
come in,
it's good to
you
build
partner,
the whole
you build the whole
regions.
thing just like the way. But also maybe they see also how China did it, and there's just the inferiority thing. I don't know what it is that they look at us as.
Of course, you are nothing. You. That's why you become slave. That's why you become colonized. So that sense, you don't have that power to fight. But that's why look, those Arab countries, even them, they have been refused those that. Those them they attack them openly.
Who?
Americans.
They attack who openly? Oh, the Arab guys.
Yes. So they attack Iran openly. Iraq. They attack them openly without just lying because they know they were not going to enter there. Saddam Hussein have refused. Have refused completely. So they create the way to attack him. They build millions of armies to attack him because of just oil. Why they do that? Why people think everything's okay? And Iraq was divided thinking there. Because those ones, they already won. Those leaders, they will say, no, we don't want this there. But look, after that, they did. All company went there. Now all company American, they are there.
Wow.
So that's what they do.
And they paint this picture, Saddam Hussein, all these people, they're bad people. We grow up thinking they're villains, but just because they want to protect their people, they don't want to come in and accept.
Except that they can deal with their own people.
They have, you see them, they have Saddam Hussein, they have their own names, they're proud of who they are.
Yes,
but
those are Muslim, they're strong with culture, they're strong with everything. But they still have to attack them.
America.
Yeah. The countries are divided. You know?
My goodness.
Yes. All those Syria countries, they were strong countries. They are so powerful countries. In 5-7 years, people attacking other countries openly. And yes, and kill people openly. And everybody say nothing. They say, "Oh, we are Christians. We are God." There's no people what you could call it. It's powerful. So when you're too much powerful, everything too much will become bad. If too much powerful, of course, you're going to have consequence.
Wow. And like you said, just openly, America, they're like that. If they like that is Iraq, Iran, that's a clear example.
Yes,
That's like if we
Syria.
can't infiltrate them, let's just make an excuse to go there. We need that oil.
Yeah, bomb them completely.
Children and
Yeah, killing for them, take power, take money, and that is how they are created. So their wealth, everything there is created by wars. It's not like China. Yeah, China is not one country so far which made the economically the base, the power without wars, without attacking anyone, by hard-working people. He changed the whole continent. But they know that model is working. But they still feel to attack it, to distract it. But look how China did. And no one could dare even say, oh, let's take model of China. Let's work with China. You start working with Chinese, you get coup in your country. That's how the system works. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think this is important lessons for Africans, especially, to take back our names. My name is Sugira. Taking back my name. Quick story. I went to an office the other day, and I had 3 people in front of me, and they said, "What's your name?" And then I said Sugira, and then they're like, "Oh, how do you pronounce that?" Oh, I said Sugira. just however you want to say it, Sugira. They said, oh, okay, Sugira. I said, yes, that's fine. Then she looked at me and she said, you know what? I've never met someone named Sugira before. But what she was really saying was, I've never met a black person named Sugira. Why? Because she was expecting me to say a white name or an Islamic name. And it's not that it's, her fault or anything, but that's just when they go and meet an African person, they told a white name or a Islamic name. They're told that's what they're used
so
to.
they want to hear Western names or James or John.
They want to hear, They wanted to hear, Michael, especially because there's no Africans. There's rarely any Africans you see that have their own names. Then when they come across an Indian or someone, and an Indian, even if they give them a difficult name, they struggle with it. But it's like, we're used to it a little bit because an Indian person, of course, they're going to find an Indian person who has potentially it's difficult for them to pronounce, but you can still pronounce it because even I can struggle to pronounce a name, but I'll still make sure I pronounce it. But it was just a lesson when I was sitting there. I said, wow, this changed because I remember having an old name, my former name, the French one, the colonizer name, but then to go in that building and then I just keep quiet. I sit there, Sugira, and then they get shocked, but Sugira, it's not a name. You're not going to expect me to call you by your ancestors.
And the good things when we start talking about this identity, the way you feel proud to say your African names, it's so good. It's mental. It's mental exercise and it's powerful. And most African children, especially the youth and the community, they have those sense of loss of their identity. So no one think about it, but it's there in the mind. But when you go to teach them, the feeling, the outsider also sees you different way when you already show them, look, this is my name. And only my question is, as elder in Africa community, so we don't see it. I haven't seen my brother and sister Africans older who support me say about these names. I don't know why, because they are still thinking, let's continue to use our colonial names. It's our name. That's what is our name.
I had one auntie. We went to Masai Mara, and she said, "Don't call me by my traditional name. No, this is." She wanted to. She's like, "This is my white name. This is my name. Don't call me that name. That's my." And she was so angry, and I'm like, "Wow, that is a level of colonization is so powerful that imagine someone else's ancestors you were fighting say no, that's my name." And I'm like, I was asking because I'm a curious person, so I was asking different people, what's your traditional name? Muchuma, Inyanji, and then some people are telling me their stories. She said, no, call me by my basically my white name. And I was just like,
and then it's the other things also, the white did nice missionary did. They connect their white name into the Bible. So now most African, they think because those white names, they're in the Bible, those names connected with God. No.
Also, Islamic people do that as well.
Yes.
So my name's Muslim.
Yes. So they think is connected with God, but no. Because African names who even have more connected with God, there are many. Because Africans have the name before colonial came. But now people say, because the name is in the Bible, this is the name of God. But nothing to do with God.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. Yeah, it's the name of God. Or
yes, like you see, we say, Emmanuel, because God is with us.
Jesus,
who said? Because
that's a French name, isn't it?
Yes, but even British, they can have it, I think. But they think to call those names in the Bible is the name for God, and they translate there.
Jesus is with us.
A white person wrote Bible. Why do you think he was going to put African names in the Bible? No. He had to put the name of whoever him.
Matthew, Mark,
John, something there, see? How many Africans have that name John? Because of Bible. Matthew, because in the Bible. And then there's that old name Hebrew, Joshua, Nehemiah. They're thinking something there. Why they go to look the name out away from their own traditional homeland, name of meanings? They go to look something in the Bible, they don't even know even that meaning's right or no.
Man, I think it's genius. It, like I always say, it can be evil, but it's actually very, very smart. It's strategy. It's like, as I said, I see it from a visionary, because I think about 100 years from now. I think about legacy. It's very important to me. So that mindset, I have it. So when I see a legacy move like that, even though it was an evil business, so it's quite.
That will change the legacy. So that is you. That I can
This
tell
is our
you.
legacy now.
Yes, let's start talking. This individual is individual, and it can go for a long period of times. But how strong we going to continue to be saying that? That is another issue. We say that by the times being, you are tired, you are whining out, and other people. See, we fight among ourselves. See, we don't build it together to see, oh, maybe Rubasha is saying the truth. But see, sometimes also the messenger, maybe because it's me who told them, they may be not taking seriously. You see, something like that, because also we have our conflict in our mind. But other people could have, okay, let's we go together. We see, is it this what you're saying is good? Can we do it? Can we market it? Can we do from here to there? You see? So an idea comes with individual. Myself came with the idea. I listen, never go that. I see even Muhammad Ali used to say that there's many people who have been, there's a president also, Congo president, Mobutu. He said that time. But no one continued to do it, and then get tired. So now, can we go make it different? How far can we go? At least me, I started as an individual, my family. Now, I'm trying to sell to the community now. That is why this social media, we are doing it. This, we are just keep sending people. This, they were message. This, are thinking there. But the more we send it, maybe the awareness is coming to the people.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think about this topic. We've been seeing great views when it comes to these conversations, so we want to continue that. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next week. Make sure to subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed seeing father and son talk about these issues. Africans, let's take back our names. Please.
Reclaim your name.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.